when I had really nice bite indication, left hand rod, it proper bang, bang, bang. I was just chatting to Stephen, we both see it, reeled it in, and we got ourselves a dogfish down there. Right, he's in a bit of distress, so we get him unhooked, and we will get him off. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Hope we are all good. Another fishing day today. We are off to a Walcott up near Bacton. I think G and a couple of boys are going to do a bit of fishing over the weekend, but you know what? The wind we've had here over the weekend has been absolutely ridiculous. And I know a couple of people did hit the beaches and they had a very, very, very tough time. Winds calmed down last night at about midnight-ish. It's now sort of like, 6 o'clock-ish in the morning. So the wind has dropped right down, so should make it good fishing. Who's fishing today? Me, G. His eldest boy, Reg, is his eldest boy's 17th birthday today. So he's coming with us fishing, and Jordan is coming. So Jordan bought some new rods a couple of weeks ago. He bought some Daiwa rods, and I think he got some Shakespeare reels, so I'm pretty sure he's looking forward to getting them out, hopefully christening them and catching a fish on them today. That'd be good for him. Nothing better than catching a fish first time you're using a new rod. We're also meeting someone at Walcott. Someone I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan. I love watching their videos. I think they're absolutely awesome. And I've always wanted to meet them and always wanted to have a little fishing session with them. And I've said to them loads of times, if you're ever in Norfolk and you're fishing, let us know. We'll sort something out. We'll come and meet you. We'll do something. Anyway, over the weekend, I had a message from Stephen from LRS Fishing on YouTube. Check his page out. Awesome. So he's messaged me. So yeah, between us, we've kind of arranged to go Walcott today. So I believe he's getting there before us. We're just about to leave now, and we're going to go to McDonald's first, get breakfast and blah blah. So we're not going to get to Walcott for 7ish, 7:15. I believe he's getting there for about 6 o'clock in the morning. So he's going to be there before us. So when we get there, we're going to park up on the seafront, see whereabouts he is, park the car up, pop down, see him, and have a good day's fishing session with him. So hopefully we can get some good fish out today. Right, we will see you when we are at Walcott. Well, here we are, just arrived at Walcott. We're right on the main stretch. When I spoke to Stephen yesterday, he said he was pretty much going to be fishing right opposite where this T-bar is. And there's only 2 rods I can see sticking up in the air, which are down there. Water's pretty high coming up. High tide, I believe, is 7:30, which is half hour. So once this tide comes in and starts turning, then we'll be jumping down the beach and then we'll be heading down. Right, we're getting the car loaded. We've got me, we've got Jordan. Yeah, G's here, Reg is here, so right, let's start getting some bits out of the car and we'll head down there. Right, here we go, it's 7:30, exactly high tide right now. I've got a 2 hook flapper on the right hand side. We've got some blacks on there and squid on the bottom. I've got a 3 hook flapper on the left hand side. Got some salted mackerel on the top, some blacks there and some squid on the bottom. Are you out, G? You casted?
I'm out, yeah.
He's out, he's going up to chat to Stephen. Stephen's up there. Stephen said he got here about 4 in the morning. He's had 9 whiting and 4 dogfish. So he's doing all right. And it looks like he's onto something now. He's reeling in. What's he putting out now? I can see a fish on the surface. Little doggy. Little dogfish just come out through there as well. Look. Right, let's get this bait in the water. Come on. Pulled a little bass out, Steve.
Oh, that's it.
His boys just pulled a little bass out. Right, so I was saying earlier, G's brought his boy Reg up here today. Reg's 17th birthday. He's come fishing with us a couple of times, but he's not like, not all the time, you can tell by my videos, he only pops down every now and then. Well, G cast out for him. G walked up here to have a chat with me and go and see Steve quickly, and his boys shouted out, the rod's going, he's reeled it in and he's pulled out a little schoolie bass. And you know what? G has never caught a bass. I mean, you think G's only been fishing, what, just over a year? Just over a year he's been sea fishing, and he has yet still to catch a bass. And the first day his boy comes down and actually like fishes properly with us, and he's pulled a little schoolie bass out. Can you believe it? So, oh, it could do well today. It could do well. Yeah, I'm feeling positive for today. I don't know if I mentioned to the camera earlier, but when I was speaking to Stephen, he said he got here about 4:30 this morning. And in the time he's been here, I think he said he's had about 9 whiting and about 4 dogfish out. So, not too bad. But yeah, Reg just pulled that little bass out. 3 rods, eh?
Yeah, I like to fish 3 rods, you know. I do one really far out.
Yeah.
And then the left one I sort of a bit more, and then this one 30 yards if that.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised sometimes. Then bass come in close, don't they? They like. They do come in close. What you got for bait? What are you using bait?
Squid, and I had some whiting the other day.
Right.
I froze it, and I couldn't get any worms, so I brought it back to use for bait.
Yeah,
so,
right, yeah, that's it.
It's alright.
Yeah. We use fish baits all the time, man. I got some blacks to that today. I went poundals, and he very rarely has them in, but he had a little wrap of frozen blacks. I thought I allowed them, but yeah, we normally just use fish baits.
Yeah, definitely.
We do alright on them, do you know what I mean?
I'm doing alright today, mate.
Yeah, that's it, man.
But now, matey boy's caught that bass.
Yeah, I know, it just psychs up a bit, doesn't it?
How long the bait in the water, what?
5 minutes? If that. And the thing is, G's only been fishing just over a year, and G's not caught a bass yet.
Oh, is he not?
Not now. And his boy comes down, first day, he casts out and catches a bass.
I hope he gives him some sticks.
So it's a nice little birthday treat for him, isn't it?
Funny, that is really funny.
It's the way it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I've had some, I know it's a bit early, but I've had smooth hound from here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've had some nice smooth hounds.
Oh, that other day I nearly had that pouting out, and I lost it, and then G got snagged and he pulled it in, and he's like, and I'm like, I can't count it because I didn't reel it in, mate, do you know what I mean?
Well, I was watching that and I just couldn't believe it. What luck, man.
So he reeled in, and one it was heavy for him, so we had a pouting on there and a whiting that was on my trace with the weight, and his weight with a dogfish on there as well, so that's why he was having the trouble reeling it in.
Well, yeah, that was lucky. It's a shame that happened to you, but...
Yeah, like I say, it's just the way it goes. It's fishing for you, isn't it? That is fishing. Right, I was just reeling in to check the bait. No bite indication, no nothing. I thought, right, I'll check the bait, and we got a little double shot of whiting, tiny little ones. One on the bottom, one there, and I did have one on the right hand side one as well. Right, we're getting these off and we're getting back in. So just coming up to 8 o'clock, so we've been here for half an hour, and I've had that, yeah, little whiting on the right, 2 little whiting on the left. Stephen's just pulled out another dogfish up there. G's pulled out it looked like a fair size whiting down the bottom. Obviously Reggie pulled out that bass. It's just Jordan. Jordan's the only one still to get something out. I've just made myself a nice cup of tea. Oh, I didn't even know those whiting were on there. They were so tiny. Literally, the bait had been out there 20 minutes. So I thought, right, I'll reel in, just check the bait situation. And yeah, and those whiting were on there. Didn't even know they were there. I'll tell you what an absolute nice day it is today compared to yesterday. We had some savage. You wouldn't have got down there yesterday. If you'd have fished there yesterday at high tide, these waves would have been crashing up that wall. You wouldn't have got down there. And like I say, we normally, when we fish a bit further down. We go opposite that Poacher's Pocket, I believe it's called. So I'm chatting to Stephen, because he fishes here quite a bit. He said once that tide starts retreating, he said it goes out a good sort of 50, 60 odd yards. And he goes, normally the sand's not even this high, because obviously you've got the promenade here, look, and then the beach is there. But he says sometimes he's been here and there's like a 5-foot drop off that wall down to the beach. So it just shows what the winter storms do. The winter storms drag all the sand up and drag it up. But yeah, like I say, it's tide starting to retreat. When we first got here, that was touching that wall, and now the waves are sort of crashing out there. So it's definitely retreating a little bit. Sun's coming out. I can feel the sun up there on my face. Nice, mate. Just want to get a few of those dogfish out. and I want to get a few bass out. That'd be nice for today, get a nice bass come out. Well, I had a really nice bite indication, left hand rod, it proper bang, bang, bang. I was just chatting to Stephen, we both see it, reeled it in, and we got ourselves a dogfish down there. Right, he's in a bit of distress, so we get him unhooked, and we will get him off. Well, there we go, dogfish. Hopefully the first one of the day. Hopefully there's plenty more to come. Well, he weren't bad dogfish, that one, was he? He weren't bad. Definitely good bite. I was literally just talking to Stephen and we were saying about when the rods go and you get a little tap and you're like, is it a bite, isn't it a bite? And it's like, it's so good when you get a proper definite bite indication. And just as I was saying it, the rod absolutely banged. So that sun is getting brighter and brighter by the minute. I'll put the old cap on now. So I'm standing that side and looking and find himself squinting. And not only that, but I go really red in the sun, my face. As soon as I get home from fishing, I look in the mirror and I'm bright red. It takes a few hours for it to start going down. So I thought, right, let's be sensible, put the cap on, it stops me squinting and it stops me going red. Right, so it's still just Jordan. G's reeling in again. Don't know what he's putting out up there. Tide is definitely on the retreat now. We're definitely seeing more and more sand. Won't be long and we'll be moving down onto the beach. Which is a shame though really, because it's a nice little setup here. If you could stay set up on there all day, you've got a nice little bit there, tackle box, got all my flask, all my bait, nicely on the prom. It's a nice little setup here. It's a shame we're going to have to start moving down in a bit. But, I mean, we're only here till midday. So we started fishing at what, 7? Fished till midday, that's a little 5-hour session, do you know what I mean? What's time now? 8:30. So 3.5 hours, but give it 3.5 hours, we'll definitely be down on the beach by then anyway. Right, come on, bass, that's what I want today. I want a nice bass. Well, it's gone a bit quiet on my front, so I thought, oh, I'll have a minute to make myself a cup of tea. I looked to the left, and G's just pulled out a decent dogfish. And I looked to the right, and old Stephen's just pulled out a decent dogfish. He's alright, man, isn't he? Literally, I looked to the left and G just pulled one out, and I looked to the right and you just pulled one out.
That's not a bad size.
Nah, that's alright. Happy days. Oh, look where he's set that hook now. Look, it's come right through the gill bit there.
Tricky that is.
Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one. So yeah, I was just in the process. So I say, I've reeled in, checked my bait, all quiet. I put fresh bait on, cast out, watching the rods, all quiet. So I thought, right, while it's quiet, make myself a cup of tea. Heard some shouting. Look up that way, G pulled out a nice sized dogfish. Heard more shouting, look that way. Stephen pulled out a nice sized dogfish. So the doggies are definitely about today, that is for sure. Jordan reeled in a little while ago. He's put fresh bait on. He's got a pulley pennel on one with a whole squid after saying decent. And then he's scratching around with a 2-hook flapper. He's got one up, one down. And I think he's got a squid on both the hooks on that. And he's recast that back out. Tide is well on a retreat. That cast I done just now, I was literally standing down there on the beach. So it won't be long and we will be moving down. So it is nice to get the doggies out. Doggies are nice, do you know what I mean? Makes a change from the whiting. But bass, that's what I want today. And I don't mean a little scurdy bass, I want about a decent size bass. That's what I want. Just gone 9:30. Tide is well on the retreat now. We have got loads of beach showing. I was literally just saying to Stephen just now, because I haven't had a bite for ages. I've had a few little, but I think there's crabs out there. We normally get a few crabs when it's a sandy bottom, because the crabs like burrowing into the sand. And the bait's coming back a little bit tugged and a little bit pulled. But very quiet. I've not had a fish out for ages. And then, yeah, I looked down and G's just pulled out a decent sized dogfish. So they are still about. Jordan's still to pull something out. He's not had anything out as yet. Reg has had nothing out since he had that bass this morning. Stephen had a little dogfish a little while ago, a little tiny. But other than that, I still want that bass. Give me the bass. Yeah, it's just gone 10 o'clock. The tide is well on the retreat now. We're all down here on the beach now. Stephen's moved down, I'm down. Yeah, we're all actually down fishing on the beach. Very quiet on the fishing front though. Very quiet. Make myself another cup of tea. Oh, And Steve was sick, because Steve, he fishes this beach a lot, and he says he normally does better when the tide is going out as opposed to when the tide's coming in. But all those fish we were catching this morning was literally right on like the ebb of the tide, right as it was sort of on high tide. As we're chasing the tide down, it has gone very quiet. Well, like I say, we're fishing till midday, so we've still got another 2 hours to go. So anything can happen in these next couple of hours. I just really want to get a nice bass out today, I really do. They've been catching them along here, they've been coming out all up here, right up to Weybourne, which is around the top of that point up there, up past Cromer. The bass have been coming out. And like I say, Reggie caught one earlier, his first cast of the day. He pulled out a little bass out, a little schooly one. Oh well, keep the fingers crossed, see what happens. Well, left hand side had a good knock. I thought it was something decent. We pulled out a whiting. Not a bad size. Definitely bigger than those ones we were putting out first thing this morning, that's for sure. Right, we're getting him unhooked and we will get him back in. Whee! Well, Steve just had a little result. He's just pulled a flatfish out of him a distance. Look, a dab as he was pulling it out. And yeah, we've gone over and had a look and he's caught a brill. He's just pulled a brill out off the beach. That'd definitely be a new species written down my species hunt if I managed to get one of them out. Yeah, not bad. Well, it's just coming up to 11:15 and it is very quiet. Left hand side is having a little bit of a murmur. I reckon that's either crabs having another tug at the bait, or I've got a very, very, very small whiting on there. Yeah, none of us have pulled anything out for ages. Jordan hasn't pulled anything out all day. Stephen's packing his stuff down now. I think he's got a couple of hour drive to get back. Luckily we've only got sort of half-hour drive, but I might reel these in, check the bait, see what's on there, and then I might do another cast, or I might start packing it down. It's getting a few people down here now as well. It's getting busy. We've got kids making sandcastles and kids up there playing cricket, and I don't know, yeah, it's getting a little bit busy on the beach, so I don't know, let's reel these in, we'll have a little look, see what's going on. Right, that is it, it's 11:30, we are done. We're all packed down, the boys have already got up. I'm just getting the last of my gear together. As usual, bag of rubbish, always take the rubbish. Been a good day. I just had a guy talk to me just now. He fishes for Norfolk Angling Club and he recognised me, watches my videos. He goes to look forward to see the video later. Awesome. I think he said they're fishing a clay tomorrow night. I reckon there'll be a few bass coming out up there tomorrow night as well. He's doing well for the bass. So yeah, obviously we had me down here today. G's been fishing. I think he done a video for his G's fishing experience, and also Stephen was down there. LRS Fishing, definitely a fishing channel worth checking out. Awesome guy, awesome channel. Yeah, really pleased after all the talking of, oh, we should meet up, we should do a fish, he's actually happened. Finally got there. Right, that is it. Gonna get the last of my bits in the car. We've got a half-hour drive back to Yarmouth, and yeah, get this uploaded. So right, massive thanks for watching the video guys, and I will see you on the next one.